Get those crazies out of the government. We need our Congress for everyone's benefit. The 1%, they just take what they like. We've got to show up and vote for our rights. So vote in November. Vote, a time to remember. Vote, don't be late. Vote, don't procrastinate. It's our country, our democracy. We can't afford mediocrity. If we do nothing,
All right.
our hope floats away. Get up off of that thing
Let's go, baby.
when it's voting day. And vote in November. Vote. Time to
I'm really beginning to enjoy that song. Seems like every day that goes by, I enjoy that song just a little bit better. A little bit more, because every day it reminds me what we have to do, baby. How y'all doing? It's Thursday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. Michael James, hola, mi amigo. Azura puntos amigos. Blue Dots, how you doing? Stephanie Dean, and Jay's out with a client. Well, you know them people, you got to take care of him, man. He's doing his job. Glad you're here, baby. Randy Peterson, woo, Amy. I believe that's a shout out to Andy Paguda's wife, the filthy mouth liver, Amy, who had her procedures done today, and we're all keeping her in our thoughts, baby. So, yeah, woo, Amy, baby. Thank you, Randy, by the way. The remixtress is with us, as is Bruce Preston. Thank you for being here. Dorothy Tyndall's here. Adina Michael. Let me see. Christopher Clayton is here. Michael Foulbister, always, baby. 101 for the people. Nancy Halverson is here. Larry Scott. Let me see. Who else is here? Promise Hernandez. Doing fine this evening. I hope you are too. Dennis Utenreiner's here. Dizzy Duke. Virginia Woodley. Well, be on here as long as you can, baby. Let me see. Karen Cormier all the way up in Maine. Thank you. I did see that, darling. Thank you for sharing that with us. Midas Media's Touch. I can't say shit. Timothy's here. Iris Giselle is here. Jeanette Miller is here. Thank you very much, Larry Scott. Let me see. Yes. I am, as a matter of fact. There's Bernadette Pree. Thank you for being here. Let me jump on down here. Donald Ware is here. Lady Freedom rocks it, indeed she does. Lisa Griffin, thank you. Georgette Mork, thank you for being here. Darcy Bacon is here. Anyway, what's going on? Well, I'm glad you asked that damn question. We got shit going on. We got subpoenas, baby. Subpoenas out for Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. Are you shitting me? Jim Jones, Mo Brooks, Scott Perry, and Andy Briggs. Ooh, all congressmen just sitting there, and they all got subpoenas. Well, boy, how does shit. Good. I'm glad they did. we've already seen enough text and messages between these people. They had a plot to overthrow the election, a conspiracy to install a king. On January 6th, they knew what they did. For a day or two that you could hear them on the chatter in their messages, they knew exactly what they did. They were trying to worm their way out of it, but then all of a sudden it took a turn, baby. They had a window of opportunity in that one moment. They had an opportunity to lead, to do their patriotic duty, but they failed to do it then, and they're going to fail to do it now, because they're not. That's how come the subpoenas are there. These people, these congressmen, these lawmakers have had an opportunity to step forward in front of the committee. They have been invited to the committee. They chose not to. But there's evidence that has been presented by a whole lot of people that were in contact with these lawmakers, and they just want to find out the facts of the case. But now there's a lot of stiff resistance to this, and you knew there would be. It's the first time congressman ever been subpoenaed. It sets a precedent, baby. But to quote Benny Thompson, the Select Committee has learned that several of our colleagues have information relevant to the investigation into the attack on January 6th and the events leading up to it. Regrettably, the individuals receiving subpoenas today have refused and we're forced to take, and we are forced to take this step to help ensure the committee uncovers facts concerning January 6th. We urge our colleagues to comply with the law, do their patriotic duty, and cooperate with our investigation as hundreds of other witnesses have done. Hundreds of other witnesses have done, baby. They're not doing that. We got to do a subpoena. We've asked them to do their patriotic duty. They're not doing that. And none of them have since January 6th. Just for those 2 days, when they was talking about, well, we're going to have to get the 25th Amendment. Well, that's not fast enough. We got to do something quicker than that because this guy's nuts. They tell him to call him off. Call him off. Where do you think all those calls were going to and why they were going there? Because they had their ass in a crack, and they knew it. And then they knew that it went too far, baby. It ain't working. It didn't go too far. It didn't go far enough for their taste. They had their shot. They have mountains of evidence out of their own mouths. We've heard the recordings of them. They were ready to toss Donnie under the bus and do the right thing, but no. They changed their damn mind. And here we are. The January 6th committee is going to start public hearings next month, the 9th, I believe. And we're going to start hearing some of the evidence that they have, and we've already heard a lot. I've heard enough to know who the lying sacks of shit are. But like I said, they had a window of opportunity, the Republicans did. But they didn't go through it. They didn't use that window. They didn't stand up for democracy. They thought about it. They talked about it amongst themselves. But they decided against it. And that's a problem. Now they're going to come out and they're going to start screaming, this is a partisan witch hunt. This is just partisan politics. Y'all are just trying to make us look bad for the midterms. Really? I don't think so, baby. This is about the midterms, but not the way they're crying about it. They all that's missing from them is a little violin music while they start singing their sad little song. I don't want to hear it. They had their opportunity to stand up, do the right thing, and they didn't. And this committee is committed because I'll tell you what, baby. If the Republicans take the House in the midterms, this committee goes away and everything they found is going to go away. It's not going to be pursued anymore. It's going to be treated just like the Republican Party wants to treat it now. Like it's nothing. Just another day, some tourists that got out of hand. No. It was a conspiracy, baby. Starting just a few days after the election, when they were already trying to figure out ways to twist this governor or that other governor over there to alter the results, to change the election, to install a king, baby. Well, I don't want a stinking king. And it's our job to make sure that we don't get one. Anyway, I like it. I like the fact that they stepped up. That's what I meant the other day when I said we need to step this shit up, baby. I'm glad to hear old Donnie Boy called, Joe called Donnie Boy, what do you call him? The MAGA King. That's what he is, baby. He's a cult leader. He's not out holding rallies. He's trying to rally an army. That's what he's doing. And just how far he's willing to go, everybody wonders, but I don't. He's willing to go all the way, baby. All the way. Whatever that means. And in whatever fashion it takes. He wants it back. And when he does, baby, it's only going to be one thing. Revenge, baby. That's what his campaign is now. That's what his whole rally's about. Getting payback to all of them that voted for the impeachment or voted for the January 6th committee or various other reasons. Donnie is all pissed off at him, so he goes after him, primaries them. It's revenge, baby. And if he gets back in office, guess what his next term's going to be? Revenge, baby, because that's all that man knows. Just hatefuls, make money and screw people over. Anyway, if the GOP wins, Putin takes over our government. Timothy, I believe you're right. Let me just look over here and see if anybody's wanting to talk in the blue room there. See any hands going up over there? Let me just drag somebody's ass in here. Let me see. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't see for anything. I'm blind as a bat. If anybody wants to come into the room and speak, just raise your hand and I'll drag your butt in here. Other than that, it's just going to be me and Bernadette sitting here talking. Oh, shit. Hello, Bernadette.
How you doing?
I'm doing just fine. How are you?
I'm fine. I was in the middle of typing a thought.
I'm sorry.
And now I lost it, so I'll just go ahead and hit enter and put that in there.
Okay. I got to turn this thing off. In front of me, it doesn't work. I tried this.
And you have quite a few.
I have 3, and look who
super
they're
chats
all
that
from.
have come in.
Oh,
Yes.
shit. Let me catch up real quick because what happened to my sound? Why didn't it go ding-a-ding-a? Did anything
don't
chip
know.
up on the screen?
I don't recall
I
seeing
didn't
them,
see
but I see it
anything.
pop up in the chat, and so
Wrong mouse.
that's how I
Where's
know.
this mouse? Here we go. John Diddybag came in with a $10. Wait a minute, y'all hold on. John Diddybag came in with a $10 donation and said, "Why are there interstate highways in Hawaii?" Oh, you can drive there. You just have to drive your car onto the boat, keep it idling. You can move back and forth a little bit if you want. And the boat gets over to Hawaii, just drive. I have no idea, John. That's a damn good question. So they can get highway taxes, baby. That's why. John Diddybag
Yes.
came back with another $10 and said, "Why is it called quicksand? Shouldn't it be called slow sand?" Oh.
Right?
Indeed, because it's going to take a while to suck your ass in, but you're gone. John Diddybag came back again with another $10 donation and said, "I like escalators when they fail. They become stairs. Thank you for the convenience." There you go, man. Get a little exercise when it quits. And Cat Daddy came in with a $5 donation and said, "I heard Fox News saved a life today. Guy was in a coma for years and the nurse turned on Fox News and he had to get up and turn the channel. I thought he was dead. I thought he came back. He came back to life. Thank you, Cat Daddy, and thank you, John Diddybag. I appreciate that tremendously. Keeps us going, baby. Thank you very much. Anyway,
Absolutely.
Bernadette, what do you think about
And
that, baby?
the humor doesn't hurt either.
No.
We all need.
Everybody needs a smile. Yeah, I like
we
that.
need to laugh,
I had to
you
get up
guys.
and turn
We
the
need to
I
laugh.
thought he was in a coma.
Because,
No.
state of our country is dire, and we need to get out and we need to rally the vote. We need to make sure that the
Oh, man.
Republicans do not get back into Congress this year.
No. For a variety of reasons.
Yeah.
This is just really, I done messed everything up now. I tried to do something today to make things easier, and it just didn't work. And because I tried a new thing on my iPad. My iPad has this thing, and it's called Keynote. So what I did was I put on my little Keynote thing here everything I wanted to remember, and all I have to do is touch it, and it goes.
Well,
it goes,
it's
yeah.
supposed to
Yeah, it's
pop up,
supposed to
right?
work. And so I put it right here where you can't see it, but I can see it. It's sort of like a teleprompter, except just on the main points to try to remember what you wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Here's
Yeah,
the
I get
problem. It's the same problem with my notes. If I look at it, I'm distracted. If I'm distracted, I lose my train of thought, and I just as soon it'll come to me. I get tired of trying to put things up in front of me to remind me of shit, because the minute I look down at it, it just pisses me off. Stephanie, how are you? Did you make it in the room, dear?
She's muted. So
She
if
is
Stephanie
muted.
can't hear us, she should unmute so she can have a voice.
Is this the Stephanie that we know, or is this Stephanie?
Yes.
It is
Hear me?
Stephanie.
Now we can. Welcome.
How are you doing, dear?
Hey, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing just fine.
That's good.
Where's Jay?
He's in
See?
West Palm Beach. West Palm Beach.
That was just a confirmation question to make sure we knew what Stephanie we was talking to.
Well, now you know.
You gave it up. You know who Jay
Yeah.
is. How are you doing, darling?
I'm doing okay, considering I live in this state with DeSantis. Ugh.
Oh,
Oh, you
I'm
poor thing.
telling you, he got smacked down today, though, didn't he?
Yes, yes.
Oh, do tell, because I'm familiar with this story. Please do tell.
Yes, do
Give us some
tell.
good news.
He got
It just
smacked.
drives me
And what?
crazy. I was going to say, every day another story goes up, and I'm like, are you kidding me? But the people in my actual county, they're all red.
They're all
And
wondering.
everybody's like, they just think he's the greatest thing. And I'm like,
Ain't it sad?
it scares me. Are
It
you
scares
seriously
all of
gonna
us.
Yeah.
Florida's scaring all of us. What it was is, for those that may not know, a judge struck down DeSantis's redistricting map, not the one the Republicans came up with. He tossed that out the window and drew his own map. You know, got out the Sharpie himself,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
a judge deemed it unconstitutional because it denigrated the only districts that were represented by black representatives. Elected black representatives. He's trying to dilute the black vote in Florida.
Well, most of the southern states are trying to do
Not,
this.
not that they're
and
racist
you
or
guys-
anything.
I wouldn't say that they are racist, but you know, a racist would probably say that they
A
were
racist would probably
Okay.
agree with that map.
Exactly.
That's what the problem is.
Exactly.
You know,
But
this
I
is
wouldn't say that, you know, because I wouldn't even say gay.
gay.
Okay?
Don't say gay.
Don't say gay.
Now, Stephanie, we know you can't say gay because you are indeed in Florida.
Yes, but she's not a
So you
teacher.
can't say that.
She
I
can't.
sure
She's
as
not a
hell
teacher.
do all the time.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, we do have a problem. DeSantis has, he's trying to go more to the extreme right than Donnie. That's what he's trying to build his reputation on, being a dick. Donnie was a dick, so.
As if there was even a more right than
Yeah,
Johnny the
really.
Dick Trader.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's,
Wow.
he's
Is it?
insisting that schools teach about communism.
No, oh, look at this. Are you shitting me? I got
Are you, like,
windows over
serious?
here to look at, and I got to remember to scan my screens here because guess who else is in the room? John Diddyback.
Yes.
What are you doing? What are you doing, sir?
Oh, I've been away on a road trip. I went up to Delaware to visit my sister, and but I chimed in here because I'm glad to see you back in action, man.
Well, I'm glad that. Thank you very much for your donations. It's always pleasant. The comedy
You're
always
welcome.
comes in handy, brother.
Oh yeah, you are among the most welcome, sir. And I just wanted to make a point here. I don't know if you guys went over it recently, but somebody else said this, and I'm just passing it along, that the corporations are raising the gas prices again and raising the prices of a lot of other things to enable a false inflation, so that when the election comes, they want to blame it on Biden, and that's just crap, man.
Dang, I ain't used that bell. I just thought right on the nail. You know,
Yeah.
I was thinking about this earlier because again, gas prices at records today. You know, we're paying the most for gas ever, and diesel's gone off the rack. So you start charging more for fuel, and truckers have to pay more, and the increase of shipping has to go up. So that's an excuse for one thing to raise the prices of everything, because you got to pay more for shipping, and that spreads out. But here's the John. They have over 9,000 leases right now in their pocket. Federal property, our property. They have them in their pocket. They could start drilling on them yesterday. They're not drilling. They're not increasing production on the wells they have, which they could do. You know, you're right, John. This is a you know, it's about the money, baby. It's about the money.
It's a manufactured thing,
It is.
and the gas stations ought to be nailed for price gouging.
Yes. Well, I think the oil company should be charged with price gouging. This is a game. You know, I said the other day, you know, the cost of my sausage went from $8.50 something to $11.80 something. The price of that sausage ain't going back down. That's what it's going to be. They might go down, you know, 15 cents or something, but that's it.
Yeah.
And the inflation talk across the country right now, that's what's key on the list on everybody. Until the Roe v. Wade thing came up, and now all of a sudden we're shifting gears a little bit there, but we have to keep our eye on this. And the economy is getting a little bit better from what I understand.
But, you know, here the Republicans are going to force all the women in America to have babies, and the one plant that makes baby formula went out of business. How about that one? And so there's a shortage on baby formula in America right now, which is just utterly ridiculous.
You know, the American people are facing just a difficult situation, but I think it's self-made. It is. There are things that corporate America could do to bring down the cost, but they're not doing it.
Well, there's a substitute that some folks may take to, if they have a mind to, for the formula shortage. Back in the old days, women used to feed their babies goat milk or sheep's milk because it's easier to digest than cow's milk. And as far as your sausage goes, you might think about taking some hogs on your farm there.
Yeah, that's what it's gonna take, John.
And I will promote just breastfeeding, because
breastfeeding is the most nutritious thing. But some ladies, I understand.
A lot of women can't breastfeed because they're in the workforce, and they don't have time to express their milk and leave it around and do all those kinds of things. And so yes, the formula is there, but this is how we're supposed to feed our children. You know, we're going back to a more than 50 years as far as the history of what women can and cannot do in this country. And life's going to get a little bit harder for all of us, and it's not just women, it's going to get harder for men.
And they referenced the 17th century on that brief, a thing going on in 17th century. Well, I'm saying, hey, let's enact another 17th century thing to take care of these people that are elites or whatever. I'm just saying, how about guillotines?
Yeah, let's bring them back for treason. Hey, let's give these 5 horsemen of the insurrection a little something to think about. You know, I'm glad to see the committee step up with subpoenas. It's in your face. What are you going to do now? Are you going to abide by the subpoena? Are you going to abide by the law? Or are you going to, you know?
Every last single one of them will defy this subpoena.
Yes, they will. They can't go before the committee.
You know, Mark Meadows, look at what's happened to him. He's under subpoena. And what's happened to him? I don't know. He got to vote in 3 states.
Yeah.
Hello.
There was some voter fraud going on, but everything I've heard of it ended up being some stupid ass Republican. You know.
What they need to do is start enforcing the contempt charges.
Yes. Yeah. Well, if they don't comply, I guess it's going to go to the House, and it'll go to the full House. They'll vote on it, and then they go over to DOJ. Kevin McCarthy's already, I think, under DOJ
investigation
for. I mean, not investigation. He's still being I don't know what, because he's already been subpoenaed. He didn't show up. You know, they're just thumbing a nose at it. You know, the subpoena doesn't hold any consequence. They're not like sending out the sergeant at arms to go get your ass and drag you and put your ass in a chair.
That's what they need to do.
That's what they should do. You would think, you know, but and they're right. Benny Thompson's right. This is their opportunity to do the patriotic thing, to stand up and tell the truth.
If it was you or me that thumbed our nose at Congress, we'd be under the jail.
Oh, buddy, we'd be locked up. They'd throw the key away until and even then we'd pay a price for it. You know, there's different rules, and that's.
All told the truth a few days after the insurrection and during the insurrection. They all told the truth. They all told how they felt. They all got caught on tape, and now the tapes are coming out saying how they.
The tapes, the messages.
And so what do? They do the typical Republican thing. They lie.
They cry. They're persecuting us. It's a political witch hunt. They're just trying to hurt us for the midterms. I swear. And Jim Jordan. What did Jim Jordan? They asked him when they asked him.
On January 6th,
did you talk to the president?
Before, during, or after the Capitol was
Yeah.
Here's his answer.
I'd have to go. I spoke with him that day after. I think after.
Maybe.
I don't know if I spoke with him in the morning or not.
Morning?
I just don't know.
I can't remember.
I don't know that when those conversations happened. But
does that sound like a man that has confidence?
What I know is I spoke with him all the time.
No, that sounds like a man
sound like
who.
The typical Jim Jordan that is in full outrage every time he sits on the floor of the house.
Yeah, he's trying to dig for a lie. He knows when he talked to the president, especially on that day. Come on, give me a fucking break.
It sounds like Jackie Gleason's routine when his wife would get him in a pickle. And he'd go, I'm an.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He knows what he did, and like I said, it's not like the committee doesn't already have copies of text messages. They have testimony from Proud Boys, from Oath Keepers. Who'd you talk to? Well, I talked to Mo Brooks. I talked to Kevin McCarthy. I talked to, Jim Jordan was in the, we have the evidence from other people. We're just asking you to come in front of the committee and do your patriotic duty, do your duty as a member of Congress and as a member of this society who claims to love America, and tell the truth. And if you're not afraid of the truth, then I don't know what you're concerned about.
Yeah.
How long did Hillary Clinton sit before House Committee?
How many hours?
Some ridiculous amount, like 10, 12,
I think it was like 14 or something. I can't remember. But man, it was yeah. She's not a wimp. She'll sit and answer the questions. I haven't seen a Republican yet stand up with any balls yet. They're just they're cowards from the word go. It's sad to watch this whole process go by, because we were all witness to January 6th. We saw what was going on. We heard Mo Brooks talking to the crowd.
Yep.
Hey, I'm gonna bug out. I see a couple other hands in the air there. So you guys take care, all right?
John Diddybag, again, thank you so much for what you bring to the show, buddy. I appreciate it.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, guys, and indeed, we do have some other people down there with their hand up. Let me see if I can.
But I love the way that he ponders.
I do. John Diddybag, I swear, if he's got a book, he's got to have a book. How much you could store that up in your head? You'd be a genius. That man's got he's got an excellent sense of humor to boot. Jeremy, how are you?
I'm good, John. I don't have much to say. I just want to piggyback off what you said about the oil companies.
Yeah.
They've been asked. They're asked directly, are you going to use those well leases? They said no, because it's going to affect the price their stockholders are getting off of the tremendous highs they have right now. They put any more oil out, it's going to drop the price. All they care about is the fucking stockholders.
That's it.
That's all it is.
It's it in a nutshell. You want to know how we're getting to this inflation that we have right now? Go ask the oil companies. Go ask ExxonMobil or Shell, who are recording
And
record
everybody
profits.
wants to blame Biden.
What's that, Stephanie?
Everybody wants to blame Biden.
Sure, that's the thing to do, baby. Blame Biden because look at the border, look at the inflation, look at the price of gas. It's all Biden's fault. Look here, they'll wave the flag at anything they can get to distract
John,
from. Huh?
I'm gonna step back. I see Andy down there. He's more interesting than me tonight. I just want to say that. So.
I was fixing to bring him in. You ain't got to run off unless you want to.
Okay, I'll wait a couple minutes.
All right, let's bring Andy up in here. Let somebody get a hose, okay? Somebody just be ready. I'm just saying. And we'll let that filthy mouth liberal. You know how he is anyway. Andy Paguda, how are you, brother?
I know that Bernie is in here, and you know how that's going to go.
Yeah, I know exactly how it's going to go. But before we get there, how is Amy?
Amy is doing as well as can be expected, John. We got confirmation of her cancer today via whatever means the hospital uses. Anyway, I got an email about it, and the next step is to have her see an oncologist,
right?
And a breast surgeon, and they think it's operable. I believe they can remove it.
Well, that's good.
But it's going to require some extensive time away from work and various and sundry other things that she's going to have to go through to survive cancer. And a number of us have done that, so we know what it's like, and it's not she
No, it never
but
is.
She'll do it. She's a
it's
tough
doable,
girl.
Baby. She is. She is a tough girl. She married you.
She put up with me for over 20 years.
That's pretty damn tough. I'm saying shit.
Cancer
kick cancer's ass. Are you shitting me? I live with Andy.
She said, I done kicked Andy's ass. I'm not worried about cancer. Nothing.
Oh, man.
How is everybody this evening, John?
Doing pretty fair. Sort of.
Well,
man,
good.
come on.
That's good. I haven't. You can understand what's been on my plate the last several days, and
yes,
I haven't had much of a chance to catch up on political stuff for taking care of all of this. But,
yeah. Buddy, I would assume that Amy's a little bit more important than the idiots that we have.
She's a hell of a lot more important.
Much more important. So.
But we're going to get this thing done.
Yeah.
We're going to keep a positive attitude about it.
Yeah.
And we're going to go about this thing.
We're going to keep more than a positive attitude. We're going to kick its ass.
You bet. And we're going to go about this thing like it's just another task that we have to take care of in a day's time.
Another little something we have to take care of.
She did this with me 12 years ago. So it's my turn to do it with her now. And we're gonna do it, and we're gonna be successful with it. And we're going to come back here and guns blazing. I mean,
there you
go,
baby.
Use that term.
Damn the torpedoes full speed ahead. That's what you do. You adapt, you overcome, you move forward. And I'm sure she will.
Hit it again, John. That sounds like a nice dog.
Yeah, let me get this out. Whoa, wait a minute. I just fixed it. I was having trouble with the device, so you have to take it apart carefully because you're an engineer with this shit and properly attune the. Anyway, my pipe was stuck, but I fixed it.
You can't be having device trouble.
And then after you fix it, you hit it and you go, oh, yeah, it's fixed. Claudia Garcia came in with a $10 donation and said, has anybody watched Eric Holder on TV the last couple of days? I am getting that book. No, baby, I have not, Claudia. As a matter of fact,
I'm afraid I haven't either, unfortunately.
No, I got tied up with medical shit today, too. It's never fun. It's never fucking fun. It's always a bunch of bullshit. They want to poke you, prod you, and fucking.
Sometimes that's fun, depending on who's doing the poking and prodding.
Yeah, it wasn't the right people. There was nobody there. No, never mind. Let's don't go there.
Yeah. Amy had a pretty decent looking doctor yesterday. Not my type, hey. but she didn't seem to mind a bit.
Well, there you go.
And particularly where he had to poke and prod, that wasn't an issue.
Do it with a smile. That's what they say. Just do it with a smile.
Well, yeah, Lord, yeah.
Make them feel comfortable.
That's the way you
But
have
we're
to
glad.
do
We're
it.
so glad that she came through that okay. You know.
She has asked me to convey the following point.
Ah,
Um, I had to start a GoFundMe for her because we're not sure exactly where this journey is going to take us. She has superior insurance, which
Right.
will take care of the majority of the bills
yeah, that majority word.
from this disease. But there's going to be time out of work,
Yeah.
and you know I'm retired and I only work when they call me. So that doesn't, I'm not busy every weekend. And sometimes I get good business on a weekend. Sometimes I don't because I officiate weddings
Yeah.
for a living. So we had to start that to make sure we didn't get behind on anything. And there have been a number of blue dots who have come in and contributed to that. And this is in the last 2 hours.
Wow.
But she wanted me to convey her gratitude to everyone who has done that.
So
because
the GoFundMe is already up.
it is up now, and there
And
are.
tell
in fact,
them where
I
they
put
can
it-
find that. GoFundMe
put it-
slash.
I put it a bit ago in main discussion.
Oh, okay.
Within the last couple of hours, so it is in there.
It's in the main discussion in the chat.
Yes, it is in the main discussion. In fact, I'll put it in there again right now if I can get back to it. But there have been a number of blue dots who have come in and been kind enough to contribute to that on her behalf, and I've tried to keep everything separate because I don't want that to get mixed up with what I do, and I don't want the money to get all screwed up. So I'm trying to separate everything.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think I've managed to be able to do that. I hope I hadn't screwed it up anyway. Well, Taxman gets pissed off about stuff like that.
Oh yes. Oh yes. They
I'm
like
gonna
everything
drop
accounted
it.
for.
Let's see, copy paste.
There you go.
There we go. It is back
There
in
you
main
go.
discussion.
Michael
as
Johnson
we
said he
speak.
donated and shared on his wall as well. So
Yeah, well, Michael, thank you so much. I am grateful,
There
and
you
I
go.
did see your donation, and we really appreciate that.
and you
And,
know,
yeah,
This is
I just
this
dropped
is-
Andy on the YouTube chat too, so they have the link.
fantastic. Thank you. This is actually the last thing we wanted to do.
Yeah.
But when you get into these kinds of situations, and back when I went through the whole cancer deal, GoFundMe didn't exist.
Yeah.
So we had to tough this thing out, and it was
it's
incredibly difficult.
it's no different than neighbors stepping up to help neighbors. That's what this is. That's what that is.
Well,
It's,
you know, John, you know me. You know I don't like to do stuff like
No,
this.
nobody does. Nobody does. Nobody has to, wants to humble themselves to put themselves in that position to say, look, I can't make it. But we get there, brother. We get there. And so
and we
yeah,
get there as a family.
yeah, and thank goodness for platforms like GoFundMe that allow people to do that. Yeah, if it wasn't
Andy?
for the kindness of the people that donate to this show, baby, no, I wouldn't make it every month. Are you shitting me? Barely hanging on by a tooth now. So it's a rough world out here. And inflation, just like we're talking about, it's up on everything. You got to take Amy to the doctor. Guess what? That costs gas, baby. Hospital's not across the street. I'm sorry,
told this
Stephanie.
part of the story.
Go ahead. Well, one of you.
Andy.
There's Stephanie.
Okay, I was just gonna say, Andy, I'm gonna post it on my group, and Jay and I will be donating later tonight.
Well, there you go. There you go. Uh-oh. Andy just jumped out of the room. Look there, let him get him back in here. There he is. There he
Thank
is.
you. I pushed the wrong button somewhere.
Well, of course you did.
And just got wiped completely off the freaking map. But,
I've told this part. I've told this part of the story too about Melissa, what she went through before she passed away. The day after she passed away, I got the final bill for I think it was 1.5 rounds of chemotherapy via port. It was $800,000.
well, she's looking at somewhere around 10, 15 rounds of chemo.
Yeah, so it's gonna be more than that, and this happened to me the day after
Thank
she
you,
died.
Bernadette.
The hospital
Oh, my-
called me and
it
asked,
is.
"Were you married?" That was their first question. It wasn't sorry she died. Were you married? Who's gonna pay this bill?
Yeah.
And I said that I wasn't.
Who's got
Fuck
the
off,
money
and I
to-
hung up.
Because they
Ain't
want
that
it
a
all.
pisser? That's terrible, man.
It is the way we are in this country.
It's
We
capitalism.
don't give a shit about your health unless you got the money to pay for it, baby. You ain't got the money to pay for it, get your ass in line, go sit in that waiting room for another 3 or 4 days. Maybe we can have a minute to get to you. You know,
And I'm not kidding. The day after that, I got a call from the ambulance service that brought her to the respite house to fucking die, asking the same question.
Oh, yeah.
The day after that. And I told them the same goddamn thing, and I never spoke to anyone since about it.
Yeah, the last time I was carted out of here by an ambulance, it cost me $275. It just, you know, like, Jesus. You know, it's not much, but for people, if you ain't got it, it's a lot.
A hell of a lot.
It's a hell of a lot. You know, and it is. We're in that time right now where money is tight for a lot of people, and it is humbling to have to ask for it. But what are you going to do at times? You know, if you're in the position to be able to donate, then it's a good thing to do. It's the right thing to do, and it makes you feel good. And it helps. So, yeah. So if you're so inclined and got a couple $100,000 just laying around, anyway, or how much you could I don't know where I'm going. If you can help, get out there and help. Huh?
I'd buy you a new pipe if I had that kind of money laying around.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're having trouble with yours.
Dwayne Drizzle just popped in and said 500,000 Americans file bankruptcy for medical bills every single year. Every single year. We do not have health care in this country. We have profit care, baby. That's what it is. Yes, dear.
I was listening to Tom Hartman this morning,
Uh-huh.
and he had a gentleman call in, and usually if they disagree with Tom, they go to the front of the line and they get right on.
Oh, good.
Because he's ready to do a debate at any time.
Anybody.
And a gentleman came on, and he was adamant about nobody in America being denied health care. If they need health care, they could walk into any place and get health care. And so Tom had that discussion until the guy just kept telling him he was lying and all the rest of it. And so, being Tom's show, he cut him off. No, we don't have adequate health care in this country. I do want to let Andy know that I did post the GoFundMe in the YouTube chat so people can get to it.
Thank you, Bernie. I appreciate that from the
You're
bottom
welcome.
of my heart.
Anything for my Amy, and I'll be out there. I'll be donating what I can as soon as I possibly can. And because this is going to be an ongoing thing, and she's going to need help for a while.
And please don't. No, any of you, please don't feel like I'm pressuring anybody to do anything.
Honey,
your well
people
wishes
in this
mean
family
more than
give
anything.
because that's what they want to do. There's nobody in this family who has ever been pressured to donate to anything. They give because that's what they choose to do.
They give because they choose to give. And that's the kind of people they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
those
and right
the best
now
damn
in
family
America,
out there. I know that.
if we don't help each other, we all will fail.
Yep.
Because there's nobody coming to save
Wait a
us
minute.
anymore.
They have a word for
We
that.
got to save ourselves.
It's called
And we're family, and that's what family does.
compassionate society.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what we want to build, where medical issues are not a thing. It's where you don't have to worry about your financial situation if you get sick. Other countries do it.
I am humbled beyond measure. In fact, I'm trying to control my emotions as we speak.
Let it go, brother. Let it go.
Michael Johnson from YouTube said we do it because we love our Blue Dot family. And that's the truth.
We're compassionate family, a compassionate society, and that's what it takes. For so many things. That's why we fight so hard in this political atmosphere that we have. It's because our side is actually trying to make improvements to our society. The other side, baby, they're locked in on corporate money and gun rights, I guess,
And they don't care about
coming.
us.
What's that, Bernadette?
They don't care about us.
No. They could give two shits for
They
you.
care about themselves. That's what they care about.
They care about people who have big money to donate to them. And we're not, we're like I said the other day, we're not talking one comma. We're talking
They
two.
walk in on two words: profit and socialism. They hear socialism and they think of communism. Not that we're trying to help each other. They don't fucking get the difference.
No, they don't. They confuse it.
They don't know the real
well, they don't.
definition
They
of
know,
socialism.
but they sell it like that. They try to convince the maggot crowd and the conservative that the word socialist means, well, Chinese. That's what it is. You know, don't you remember socialism? That's what we were fighting against. No. Democratic socialism. It's what, let me
No, they
see.
don't even call the Russians
It's what we call,
socialists anymore.
I don't know, the police department, the fire department, our school system.
Yeah.
Hey, social roads. What the hell is that for? There's lots of socialism that goes on in this country. It's supposed to be our tax dollars going to support all of us, providing the necessary things that a society needs, healthcare being one of them. And God knows we pay enough in taxes, baby. It's just, where does all of it go? Because, like I said the other day, war? Oh, hell yeah. Defense Department? You bet, without even a thought, baby. How much you need? Anything else is on the table, baby. It's up for discussion.
Yeah.
And we have to get that under control. And that comes from a veteran. I know what it takes. We need a strong military. We need a strong presence.
What if you, here's a thought. What if you had to pay the fire department to come and put out your house while it's on fire?
While it's on
And
fire.
they're not
have
going
the
to
money,
touch
they
Will
your
that be
house
cash or card?
until you put some money on a bill.
Yeah,
So
you
they
better
can
slap-
scan your card.
You better
Yeah.
slide
You
your
know.
damn card or they're not coming.
Exactly.
You know, Bernadette,
You know.
you say that, but probably about 5 years ago in Rachel, there was a story of a town in Tennessee. They had a fire department like that. You had to pay a monthly bill. If you didn't pay it, they let your
They
house
would-
fucking burn.
Yeah.
In fact, they came to a house,
And
put out
let
the
it
neighbor's
burn.
house, and watched the neighbor's house burn because he hadn't paid up. Even though they could have fucking saved it, they wouldn't do it because he hadn't paid his bill.
Wow.
Yes, that was a news
The
story.
car fire by
Well,
the neighbor's house they
that's-
put out.
That's the kind of world we're looking at.
Indeed.
God.
Indeed. That's the extreme of capitalism, baby. It's what will the market bear? That sausage I'm paying for, what will the market bear? How much do you like that sausage before you chop down to some cheaper brand or something like that? Well, I'm going to have to, because that
Or
shit's
just
getting
stop eating
expensive.
sausage altogether, huh?
Yeah,
For
or give
sure.
up sausage altogether. I ain't buying
Mhm.
bacon. Haven't bought bacon in a while. That shit's expensive. Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Chicken's
Hey, guys,
gone
I'm
up. The
sorry,
cheap
I-
food.
I'm sorry I have to do this so quickly, but I've got a few things I need to take care of, and I'm gonna have to go, and I've got to make sure Mama gets fed and all that good stuff.
Andy,
So,
take-
I've got to go take care of that.
give Amy our best, and brother, we're gonna walk this walk with you. We'll be right here.
I forgive me. I'm sorry. I appreciate that. I really do. And from each and every member of this family, you don't know how much you mean to us. I don't get to say it often enough, and we are grateful beyond measure. And we just thank you all for being there.
Yeah, we love
and
you back.
supporting us through all of this stuff. And I hope I'm able to talk to you again a little later on this week or next. We're going to leave tomorrow evening and go to Cincinnati. And we've got to go tell Amy's mom what's going on.
Well, that's not going to be an easy trip either.
So, no,
Andy,
it's not gonna
just give our best and know that you got this family support, baby. We love you.
We love you too,
Absolutely.
man, and we thank you all very much. And I'll stay in touch as much as I can. And there is no, there isn't a link yet, but I'll put a link to Amy's Caring Bridge page in the main discussion, and that'll hopefully that will help keep anybody that wants to keep up with her progress. We'll post updates there regularly.
Thank you.
And of course, there are many of you who are friends with me on Facebook, have my phone number, things of that nature. You're welcome to use any of that you'd wish, but I want to keep people updated on what's happening. And I'm going to shut up now because I'm going to get all torn up over this.
Ah, shit. Yeah, go ahead and start balling so we can make fun of your ass. Go ahead.
Well,
They did it to me, goddammit.
I
They
would
did
deserve
to me.
it.
We'll do it
I
to
would
you.
deserve it too. But thank
Brother,
you all.
just know we love you and take care of yourself and come back when you can.
I am eternally grateful. Thank you, John. You guys take care. We love you, and hopefully we'll talk to you again real soon.
All right, brother. Take
You
care. Bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.
I want to thank everybody who stepped up like that. That was
Yeah,
it's
yeah. We
spontaneous.
got to help
Yeah.
each other.
It helps when we do. It helps
Hey,
when
John.
we do. Yes, Stephanie. Yes, dear?
I'm leaving you.
Are you leaving me too? Everybody's leaving
I
me.
am.
Jason, it's pitiful.
Not everybody. With my job.
That's right. Bernadette's here. We're fine. Okay, Stephanie, take care of yourself,
Jeremy's
baby.
here.
Tell Jay we said howdy.
I will do that.
All right, baby.
All right, love y'all.
Love you back. Take
Love
care of
you too.
yourself. Ain't this family sweet? We got a sweet family. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yes, and
Yeah.
and one that cares, and one that you know, does support other members of the family, and that's awesome.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm.
That's awesome.
So, what else is going on?
ah,
Well, Finland's going to join NATO. Hey!
Yes. yes.
Tell me again what a terrible job Joe Biden's doing. Tell me again.
Yes. You
NATO's
know,
getting stronger, getting new members, baby.
Yeah, and that's a good thing.
It is a
And
good
you
thing.
know, one of these days, Ukraine will probably be part of NATO too.
I would
They
not
just
doubt
got to
it.
settle this out. Yeah.
Russia's making sure of that.
John, you're Navy. You may know some of this stuff.
What?
But part of the package that we put together to send to Ukraine, this latest package, which Rand Paul is fucking holding up like an asshole, includes 90 777 guns. If you know nothing about that,
Oh,
they're the updated version of the howitzers.
yeah, that's
The
big show.
ingenious
baby.
part of those is that Russia
Longer
can
range.
shoot Russia into Ukraine. Yeah, Russia can shoot down the Ukrainians, but they'll step back, watch the shells come in, aim a laser back, know where they're, hit them, and never be hit back.
Yeah, talk about shoot and scoot. They better do it fast. Because the minute
But I
that
only
shell
know-
comes out of that gun, they already got your position. And
And I
there's
only
already
know
one
because-
on return. On a return. Yeah,
And I
a lot
know
of
this because
Western weapons are ending up on the front lines now. They say, so that's great.
And I know this because my dad designed that hip on the new shell for the 777s when it was first produced. The one that made
Damn.
it go further.
There you go.
So a little
Don't
piece
you
of him
like
is going back to Russia, piece by piece.
Outstanding. Rand Paul is a traitor and a huge Putin asset. Timothy, I think you're a wise man. I don't trust that man as far as I can. Rand Paul, he is just, Kentucky could do better than that. That guy's an embarrassment. Are you shitting me? He needs to go back to, what is he, a dentist or something? I don't know what he does. He needs to go back to
He's
doing
he's
it.
an ophthalmologist.
Ophthalmologist.
He's an eye
that's-
doctor.
He's an
who
eye
only
doctor.
has his doctor's degree through
Go
his
back
own
to looking at
fucking board.
eyeballs, Doc, because
The state of Kentucky would not certify him. His own board had to do it. He's not that good of a doctor.
you know, that's that, I don't know, that deep red heartbeat of America in there with Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, that area in there. It's blood red. It's just blood red. And, that's how come you got to give it up for the people. Robin came in third, I think.
Um,
I think third.
she
She
took a
captured
third
one third of the vote. That's what
Yeah.
it was. She
Took a third
Robin
of the
Kincaid
vote.
captured 1/3 of the vote in her first race ever. First ever. So, in the area that why am I sounding different? In the area that she's
I'm
in,
proud
that's
of
a
her.
hell of a showing.
I'm so proud of her.
I am too. I've been talking to her, messaging back and forth here lately. We had a great talk. Yes. That's a win, baby. A third
Yes.
of the vote on
yes.
your
her
first time.
out. Just like our lovely Erin T.
Yes.
I'm so proud of both of these women for stepping up and in their
Putting
little
themselves on the
corner
line.
of the world, trying to make it better.
And that's just the
Yeah.
first time. You're just learning. Wait till
Yep.
next time. You've got a little bit knowledge.
And I think both of them learned very valuable lessons, and I know Robin will continue to run. I hope that Erin continues to run because she has some dynamite ideals and she needs to be out there trying to get them implemented.
Yeah.
And we need to encourage more people to run
To get involved.
locally because that's where it starts.
That's where the rubber hits
Make
the
a
road, baby.
difference in
All
your
politics
own
is local.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So when you want, if you're so inclined, then
Erin says she's planning to run again
There
next
you
year,
go,
and boy, I
baby.
can't wait to help
Yeah.
support her campaign.
And we need to step
again.
up too, because that
Yes.
was one of Robin's things. You know, she ran this first campaign with very little money. You know,
Yes.
she had very
Built up
little
a
time
bit.
to raise money as a campaign, to hardly do any campaigning. So by capturing a third of the vote with as little assets as she had, that was a fantastic showing. And talking about that, let me thank Maria Betancourt came in with a $10 donation and said, Alito, Amy, Kavanaugh, Gorsuch, and Thomas are all Federalists and members of the Federalist Society. Yes. And every judge the Republicans ever put up again will come from that list. It is the Federalist Society that started by what's his name, Supreme Court Justice. The one that just died. Scalia, was it Scalia?
Scalia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anthony
Anthony
Scalia.
Scalia. Yeah, started the Federalist Society. In that list, baby, that's where all the judges are coming from now. The Republicans won't pick anybody for that court unless they come from that list. And that list from the Federalist Society, those people are there for the reasons that the Federalist Society exists. To wipe out Roe v. Wade, to ensure gun rights are secure in this country. And by the way, the Supreme Court has got a gun case coming up, baby. How dare you tell me I can't carry my gun anywhere I want? This is a free country. You know, we have a 6-3 court, baby. If we don't do something to turn this shit around, yeah, there's going to be a lot of things happening. And they ain't going to be good. You know, it's going to take us backwards. And it's going to make for a dangerous time in America. And that concerns me. You know, it could concern all of us. You know. Well, howdy. We're going to have to poke somebody down there, Bernadette. Who do you want to poke? Got a preference on who to poke?
Oh, poke any of them.
Poke any of them?
Bring that Tony in the house, or Johnny Fly, or I mean, there's some cool people out there. You bring in any of those people.
Yeah. Let me see. Let's pick on somebody unsuspecting. We'll just toss it around. Oh, come on now. You got to accept now. Don't be bashful. Get yourself up here. Misha Chick, how are you, dear?
I'm pretty good, John.
Is there another name besides Misha Chick? Or you want to keep it that way?
You can call me Sherry.
Sherry? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the thing will be is to try to remember that in my head. First names are good.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that. You don't have to.
Yeah, good luck with that. That's not going to happen. Anyway, how's everything going in your world?
Pretty good, because today is my Friday, so I'm done working for the week.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, a little beer and bud, huh? Well, whatever.
Well, no, not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
But it is the weekend, so enjoy it, baby.
Yeah, I'm going to try. The weather changed, and it got hot here.
Oh, yeah?
So now we're
my
sweltering. Yeah. Go from freezing to sweltering, and it'll go back to cold again. I know.
We're at that let's burn up and die stage down here. You know, it's like, Jesus, go outside. You ain't out there been long, and you're just sweating real big time.
A little crispy, John?
A little crispy, yeah. Yeah, I'm in shorts, baby. Y'all know I'm not standing up, but yeah, I'm in shorts. I got the air conditioner going, too. Hell yes, it's hot down here.
Kind of takes your giddy up away.
I lived down here forever. I'm acclimating myself to go to hell. People tell me I'm going there all the time, so I thought, well, shit, I'll just acclimate myself. When I get there, it won't be so bad. That's what I'm convincing myself of anyway. But anyway, Tony Boyd, how are you? Tony, are you? There he is.
I'm doing fine. I had to gear up. I was here listening to you guys. I heard y'all say, "Don't bring it, Tony Boyd here." You should have seen me scrambling to get my headphones.
Were you unprepared, Tony?
Yeah, I was looking on my phone because I was looking at Google and it's showing my house, right?
You selling your house?
No. It asked me my location. It said,
Oh.
home now. I said yes. So I was looking at a picture. Google had took about, 8-9 years ago, because there's trees around
Right.
my house that are not there no more. I was just sitting there thumbing through that, listening to y'all talking, and I heard y'all say, look at that 20 watt. I said, why my damn house? I scrambled to plug in. Man. But I'm glad you did, because there's two things. First of all, John, I sent you let's be on your place.
I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but not very well.
Yeah, it sounds like you got us on speakerphone or something.
Oh,
And I know you have on headphones.
I got my air conditioner on. I got it running. Out of shit.
That's
Big Johnson's in South Central Texas. Well, shit. Welcome to hell. Hell yes, it's hot down here. That's where we're from, South Central, baby.
Okay, is that better?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, is that better?
Just
My hand over there, so it's drying out the air conditioning motor.
it's probably my ears more so than your equipment.
Anyway, I sent you a call request.
I'm losing him, Bernadette. Can you hear him?
yeah. Nope, he's fading out again.
Yeah, you're fading out real bad. Tony, try to go out of the room and come back in.
Okay, I will.
All right. Sometimes Discord has a little glitch in it, and we
Feral Cat has her hand
Oh, I
up.
see that just now. Let's get Feral in here. The Feral Female Society. Where's Tony again? Let's get Tony back. Hello, Feral.
Hi.
How are you doing, dear?
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have asked to work off my karma this lifetime when I was a teenager and didn't know what I was asking for.
Yeah. Yeah, none of us did. Look what we're at now. Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to wish the highest of energy to Andy and his wife.
Yeah, Amy.
Amy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I couldn't remember her name. I'm kind of new to.
Oh, that's right.
To this. I can't even imagine how much of a ordeal that is, and I'm going through it with the last of my ride or die friends. She was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer.
Yes.
And so it's been a little tough, but I also, the fact that I'm a 60-year-old hermit out here in the middle of nowhere in East Texas, kind of was leaving me feeling like I didn't really know how to interact with younger people, which is who I'm really wanting to, like whenever like when I listen to you guys, we're kind of all of the same mindset. We're really aware and focused that things need to happen to save our literal freedom. And there's so many younger folks that have not experienced things that I have. Like whenever I was in elementary school, public elementary school, little girls were not allowed to wear pants. You had to wear a dress.
Oh, of course.
And they would make you kneel before some old man with
Make sure that dress touched the ground.
Yeah. I mean, how perverse is that? To ask a little elementary school girl to get on her knees in front of a man with a yardstick so he can measure her thigh length.
Yep.
What kind of a pervert?
I think that's exactly what it was. It gave him a rush. That's exactly what it was. It gave him a sense of power, control. Besides that, they like looking at their legs.
I'm sorry, I'm very, very fucking angry about everything that's been going on.
Well, you should be, baby.
Even though I'm in
we all need to be angry.
Red enclave of people here, like the one little place you could go to get food, and Our town doesn't even have an actual. It doesn't have a stoplight. Okay, we've got one fucking stop sign.
Let me see. I'm about
really
I don't know, about 15 miles away from a stoplight, and only one stop sign between here and there.
Yeah, it's about 15 miles away from the very first stoplight that you get to.
Yep.
You have to go into the next town over.
That's country living, baby. That's what we do.
Yep.
Anyway.
You know, I mean, and the thing that's really bizarre is like all of these people that are like die hard, you know, flying the Trump flag with his head on Rambo's body bullshit.
That's sad. What can you say?
Talking to them, they're actually pretty nice people. Now, most of them are obviously double-digit.
If you discount their political ignorance, most of them are just common people you'd have a nice time at a barbecue. Most of them. Most of them. There's a certain amount of maggots that I don't want no matter who they vote for. You know, it's not the Trump flag that bothers me. It's that damn Stars and Bars flag they fly. That's the one that bothers me. So.
Yeah.
But doesn't one mean the other? In my book, it does.
I'm familiar, and you know, and I try to consider myself like an open-minded person. But
I used to.
You know, I've met a gal that I actually kind of hit it off with. She had a little bit of an artistic bend, like I do, and we found a place that we could communicate on that in our first couple of interactions. And then come to find out, she was like a whole big rebel flag kind of gal, and I had to step away.
That's, you know, I can put up with a lot of your bullshit until you start coming out with that racist bullshit, and then I'm going to be the first one to say, partner, I got to go, because that kind of language is just going to piss me off, and I'd prefer to walk out now before the big fight starts. I do.
Yeah.
I don't make, you know, my kids have seen me do that. I'm not going to put up with your racist bullshit.
That's why I'm a hermit.
Yeah,
I have no interest in drama.
I like calling them out, because they're going to think twice before the next time they go into somebody and start talking their shit. You know, that somebody might say something.
Well, I just recently had a good thing happen, which is kind of what I was calling in about.
What's that,
young
baby?
Couple moved in next door.
Right.
Extreme
Neighbors.
Progressive individuals.
Good.
I mean, extreme progressive individuals, which, you know, I mean, she's got a master's degree in
good
ecological preservation, something like that. I'm tickled freaking pink, because I mean, they raised the two of them raised the IQ level of this town by half. And we were talking, and I was telling her that, you know, I was wanting to kind of start a YouTube channel and try to reach people. And she's 30, and
well, y'all ought to team up, do a show, baby.
That's what we're doing.
Outstanding.
That's what we're doing. She's going to help me figure out ways to be able to get the point across to these younger women who never experienced. I mean, you realize that, I mean, I was 32 years old before the state of Texas made it illegal to rape your wife.
Yeah. Yeah. Used to be that was permissible. A man could not rape his wife. She has to cleave unto him anytime he wants. That's what.
Away from us already. I am so fucking bent and
good.
So pissed off.
I want you to be that pissed off, and turn on that camera and do exactly what you're doing right there, because that's what people need. That's what I. You know, my rants. That's what I'm just letting my anger out. That's basically what my rants are, because I read the news and see the bullshit and go, what the. Are you shitting me? And it just builds up. When you let that out on a personal level, and people see that voice coming from, you know, your anger, yeah, people need to hear that shit. And we need more of it.
And I want to be clear, you know, I'm not like a man-hating female. You know,
Well, I'm
in
glad.
any way, shape, or form.
As you know, as
There
one
are
of them, I'm glad.
motherfuckers out there who are absolutely straight up willing to turn us into breeding fucking cum gutters.
Oh, are you shitting me? They'll make a Handmaid's Tale movie come true if they give. Yes, exactly. Hey, Tony.
And I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I know that was exceedingly crude.
Well,
but
sometimes the truth is crude.
You know, I mean, and it sucks because I mean, I know that I was old enough, you know, because I was like, you know, a preteen whenever women were allowed to have a credit card without having a man sign for it for her.
Did your husband say it's okay to have that, little lady?
Yeah, as
those
long
days,
as your daddy and the man that's sticking it to you fucking can, you know, quantify your existence.
Yeah.
You know, and these girls that were born after that time, they don't understand the fucking full-on, straight-up reality of what this fucking means.
And that's why a good female voice out there telling them exactly what the past was wouldn't be such a bad thing. Encourage them to take notice.
I've been building up a little teeny tiny community because I have to admit I'm a little concerned, given the fact that I already have a neighbor who tells everybody I'm a fucking witch, which I don't even understand that.
Hey, Farrell.
Playing Native American music outside
Hey, Farrell.
the time.
I'll trade neighbors with you. Maybe I wouldn't wish my neighbors on anybody.
There's somewhere in there that makes you say the devil, you know.
Yeah, it's not. It wouldn't be a good deal, baby. I wouldn't take it if I was you. Let me send out a big thank you first here to Maria Betancourt, who came back in with another $5 to remind us that the Federalist Society has different views other than democracy. Yeah, they're not too keen on that. Everybody gets a vote. Shit. No.
Yeah. That's bullshit.
Yes.
Why should everybody get a vote?
They are. If it's not written in the Constitution verbatim, that it doesn't mean shit. And there's a lot of things that aren't written into the Constitution. That's why we have amendments to the Constitution, because it's a living document. We can change it and mold it to what we need it to be for the society we live in now. They want to take it back, baby, to, I don't know, like Bernadette said, white landowners. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's what's written into the Constitution, and unless you're that,
that's who got to vote, baby.
White men who don't have land won't be able to vote. That's where we're going back to. Only the rich will be able to.
But they'll jump up and say, wait, we don't want to go that far back.
Government. Yes, they do.
Yes,
That's
they
exactly
do.
Where they
Yes,
want to
they
take.
do.
We are talking about purists here. That's exactly
Why do you
want to
think DeSantis is trying to get rid of those 2 districts that are represented by a majority black vote?
Exactly.
There you go.
And they're not only doing it in Florida, they're doing it all over the place.
They're doing it wherever they can get away with it. Lie, cheat,
exactly.
and steal. It's the Republican way.
Voter suppression is real, and that's one way you control and you stay in power is you suppress the vote.
The vote, yeah.
By any
politicians
means
picking the
necessary.
voters, baby. That's what I have here in District 27, here in Texas.
I want to let Pearl know that she's got a lot of fans already. They're waiting to hear you say what's going to be the name of your YouTube page. And so, there you go, they got people.
What's it going to be, Farrell?
You're ready to click the sub button.
Is it going to be the Farrell Female Society?
Well, I don't know, because, all the videos I have up on my channel right now are just, basically the feral cat videos that I have.
Right.
Well, I like the name, actually. The Feral Female Society and those that love them. Yeah.
Well, there's kind of a, it's kind of a big complex because, I used to write a lot, and I have a tendency to have the affinity for multi-layered meaning things, which is not proponent to YouTube algorithms.
Yeah.
It almost feels like it needs to be, liberal Texas bitch fest.
That's what are they doing and saying the nastiest things in the nicest way? It's diplomacy. That's all it takes, baby.
That's what seems to get people's attention. The thing that gets my channel views right now is because I did a video whenever I spent 6 weeks in the hospital over a cat bite.
Right.
And so I did kind of a public service announcement video on that, you know, and that cat still lives here on this property, feral kitty, and and I take care of her and I feed her and all that stuff. You know, it was not her fault. I was overestimating my cat whisperer abilities during a lightning storm.
Bring the cats into the picture. The people love it. Are you shitting me? If I had my dogs and cats and my bird in here, they'd I'd have a more popular show, probably.
You have a horse, a dog, and a cat in the middle of the video because there's not anything I can do about it.
Yeah.
My house
I
burnt
can't
down.
get my
don't have any
donkey
place
up
to
here.
Shut anybody out, you know.
Why, howdy.
But
Well, Farrell, I do. I encourage people, and I say it all the time, because now is the time that we need more voices.
Yep.
We need more voices from normal people, regular people out here, not politicians, not stars, or we need from the people that are struggling every day with life. Those are the voices that we really do need to step up, because people will listen.
I consider do I do it and kind of basically like the way I'm talking to you guys, straight up and not
be authentic.
There you go.
Be authentic, like and proper, and speak with a little less of a southern accent. Because the main thing I'm concerned about is I want to get through to people who aren't fucking interested in this, that aren't paying attention.
Get their attention.
I'm really concerned because I know that you and Bernadette and everybody else listening here, we're going to get out and we're going to vote. We're going to vote.
Because on YouTube you have that YouTube studio where you can go in there, and it tells you everything about your videos, what your demographics are, what the age of your viewers are, the times they watch, everything, how many views, everything you can find out on your YouTube studio. And we have a majority of older voters in this Blue Dot family, but just to let some people know, we have them all the way down to the 18 age group in this family. So, and it does. There's a very small percentage of younger people that watch us, but we indeed do have some, and that just because you're right in the sense, Farrell, that looking back and again. I'm almost 70, so I got a long way to look back at. I remember the late 60s and 70s, early 70s. That was a very tumultuous time in history. It was a tumultuous time in the United States. There were protests constantly, baby. It was the summer of love, but the summer of action. It was people took to the streets for causes. And mostly a lot of the young people did. And it brought significant change to the nation.
Absolutely. And one thing I was thinking about whenever I was listening to your new opening song is we do not have the musical talent making protest songs.
Not like we did back in the 60s. Yeah, a lot of protest songs back in the 60s.
Because back then, all of the artists were actively working to change things for the better.
Yeah, one of the groups I belong to is protest resist with the power of music, and they try to promote music to encourage people, which is what John Lawrence does with his music.
I just want to remind you have some super chats you need to call out.
Look there, I'm sorry, I did not see it. Stephanie Dane came in with a $10 donation and said, working on my goal, hope to hit the road by January. Oh, I love it, Stephanie. Me and her talked on the phone about this. Stephanie's got a plan, baby. And she's gonna hit the road. She wants, she wants to hit the road and see part of this country. And I told y'all in 2001 when I retired, I put my family in an RV, put the dogs, the bird, everybody in the RV. Let's go. And for 3 years, that's what we did. It was probably the best 3 years of my life.
Traveling across this country is fantastic.
It is just willy-nilly, too. We didn't have a plan. It was wherever the hell we wanted to go the next day, we went. And
well, and didn't you find that the majority of people that you met on the road were just freaking wonderful?
Well, that's what I tell people. It's not only the places you're going to see when you go someplace. It's going to be the people you meet along the way, and that's what reaffirms your faith in the society that we have. I can only, and I haven't been out traveling since Donnie Boy got elected or something, and I don't normally put bumper stickers on my vehicle. I don't want anybody identifying my ass for anything. Because they do, they'll find.
So many people just put whatever their imagined.
I live just like I always did.
Idea of what somebody is onto any kind of logo anymore. Nobody bothers to actually realize that every single human being is different, and just because you look at one logo and think it means this doesn't necessarily mean that that's what that human.
I mean, there's a place for them, because I appreciate all the redneck assholes that put all sorts of bumper stickers on the back of their truck so I can identify them easier. I appreciate that. Let me know that you're an idiot so I can avoid your ass. So I appreciate that.
But you have a lot of people that are encouraging you to use your voice. And here's the thing, my dear. You go out there authentic. You never know who you're going to touch.
Yeah.
Whether they're young, whether they're older, whether they're pissed off or whatever. And just, you're going to connect to somebody. So please
and when
use
you
your voice
do, that spreads.
Well,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna, okay, I feel kind of bad about this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
Well, you might as well get over that
I'm gonna
feeling.
let you guys know whenever I put my first video up, and I hope to see a little support on that, because I'm afraid.
Let me know when you do it, baby. We'll promote it.
Well,
Absolutely.
I'm very concerned that, I'm just going to end up having to spend, days blocking assholes.
Well.
But don't take that shit personal.
No.
Do your thing.
You know what you do?
I have other things that I have,
Farrell, let me tell you what you do with that. Use it as a sign of encouragement, because you pissed them off. Fuck them. Oh, you thought that was bad. Hold on, I got some more for tomorrow. You just tune in tomorrow, baby. Be in there. Don't let them intimidate you. They will try, and baby, believe me, y'all have seen it. I mean, we're talking about physical intimidation down here at my house. We've had to face that shit.
That's
So
what I'm concerned about, because I've got an asshole down the road that's already got his 2024 sign
get your video camera out, baby. Put your video camera out there. Make sure if he does anything, you catch it on camera, and then throw it right in their face.
Well, I told on him to his elder matriarch in his family, who happens to be my next door neighbor, and she and I get along. And he was making my life fucking hell.
Here's another hint.
In the one fucking store we have in town,
See, that rural shit will get you.
We're yelling at each other out in the road, and I just said, "That's it, I'm done." And I walked inside, and I called my next door neighbor and told on him to her, and he hasn't said a word to me since then. He won't look me in the eye. So,
no, baby, you better put a show out.
Mama on him.
Teresa Diggum just came in with a $5 donation and said, keep your Southern accent and let people know there are Southerners who are not MAGAs. Besides, I love it. So there you go. No, don't change anything.
Excellent.
Be who you are. I did not have a single idea that anybody would listen to me. And Farrell, for a long time, hardly anybody did. But that wasn't the point, who was listening. The point is, I had something to say, and I wanted to say it. If one or two people heard me, I got tickled to death. And then it turned into 5 or 6 or 10 or 20. And then it started getting bigger. And then it started to blow me away, and here we are now. And we, not me, this family, continues to grow only because of this shared sense of community, this shared sense of a better society that we want. That's what all binds us together, is we want something better than this bullshit we got now. And we're tired of watching this bullshit on our TV every day. Because every day, Farrell, there's a story on fucking news. I'll just open your computer and start reading shit. There's something that you're going to go, oh, that's full of shit. And it'll piss you off enough to turn on that camera and do something.
Oh, it's very disheartening trying to say positive with the crap that I see in the news. But I've been pissed off ever since I saw Trump come down the elevator. I mean, at first I thought it was just, a bullshit play for attention. Yeah. And then to see how the country has gone, and the fact that I sit here and I make nice chitty chat talk at the local store with these people. So I mean, I know something about them behind their fucking Trump flag waved out in the front.
Oh yeah, and use that.
I mean,
you can use that.
There's more than that, and I have stood up to some of them here. I mean,
indeed.
At my house
I used to have good neighbors until this shit started. Not so much anymore. Things changed, but I know who they were. I know who they are.
Well, I mean,
I still wave to them when I go up and down the damn street. I'm not going to let their hatred involve me. How you doing? I do it with a smile. Yeah, how you do? Let's go, Brandon. How you doing, asshole? What are you gonna do?
I mean, I try to keep the same country mentality that I grew up knowing, even though I spent half my time in Houston and half my time out here in the middle of nowhere.
Sometimes the middle of nowhere is not such a bad place to be.
Oh my God, I can't even imagine having to deal with Houston traffic. I was at the flashing red light stop sign in town, and there were 3 cars in front of me, and I was getting pissed off.
I don't want to live anywhere where I can spit out my window and hit my neighbor's house. I just don't want a little room around me nowadays. If I fart, I don't want anybody smelling it.
I actually love being out of the city, even though I grew up. I mean, I miss being able to go to a museum, and stuff like that. I used to really enjoy doing those kind of things. But I just can't even imagine living in a city.
Simon Battle just put a comment up. So he was behind a big old pickup truck today and had 2 bumper stickers, one American flag and the other side had a Confederate flag. And he thought to himself, look, an undecided voter. That's what, that's what it is. It just kills me when I see that. It pisses me off because I see it all the time down here. I have an American flag on one side, truck, Confederate flag on the other. Fuck you. Make up your mind, asshole. You know those are conflicting ideals. You know that, don't you? No, they don't know it. They don't. They are very proud of that flag. My neighbor down the street flies it all the time. It's up every damn day. Has been ever since I lived out here.
They do not understand the dichotomy in that.
No.
They do not get it.
They try to claim that, it's Southern pride. No, fuck you. It's not Southern pride. That's not what that flag means. And don't try to sell it like that because nobody believes your bullshit. We all know you're a racist asshole, and that's why you fly the flag.
This little town has a cemetery in it from the Civil War, and every year a bunch of the people in town dress up in Civil War clothes and go out to the cemetery and have a little memorial thing.
All right.
I mean, and I'm from here. My family's been within 30 miles of Bryan College Station since before Texas was Texas, before there was a Bryan College Station. Yeah. And I do not understand how all these assholes moved from other places one generation ago, and they turned it into a cartoon caricature of what Texans are supposed to be.
Well, Texas has always been a cartoon character to some people.
Well,
we're hicks down here. All we know is cows.
I come from the working pioneer stock people here in Texas, and their whole attitude was live and let live.
Yeah.
They knew they were moving into a different part of the world. Now, maybe I just had a weird
Well, you didn't have a
family.
choice. You live out in the middle of nowhere. You better fend for yourself and take care of yourself. It was a different life back then.
They were living in native land.
There's a whole different conversation right there. Let me catch up real quick right here because I want to make a call out to Lady Freedom Rocks, and indeed she does. Came in with a $5 donation and said, and this is heartbreaking, and it is true. It's 10 hours ago, President Biden announced 1 million American lives lost to COVID. And indeed, he has ordered flags across the United States to fly at half-staff until Monday in honor of 1 million dead from COVID. I can't help but think to myself, it didn't have to be that way. It could have been better. And it's still, we're looking at another wave, another variant. And so if you're not vaccinated, don't be a dumbass. Go get your shots. If you're not boosted, don't be a dumbass. Go get boosted.
Yep,
it's going to keep you from dying.
Even if you get shots and you're boosted, you could still get COVID.
They said 40% of the deaths from recent months have been from vaccinated people. So.
Yep. And if you haven't gotten your free test from the U.S.
Get that thing.
Government, then go to USPS.gov and click on the link for free COVID test.
Free COVID test. Thank you, Bernadette.
They'll send you it twice. You can do it twice and get at least 8 tests in your house. Absolutely.
My pharmacy in the town next to us that you have to go to get to the first flashing light has first stoplight is actually giving out free COVID tests that you can take home at the pharmacy.
Yes.
Right,
right on.
Everywhere I go, I see them at every convenience store for sale. The same ones that that were free in the mail, are like $20-something at the store, and every time I see them, I just think, really? Those are free in the mail, the exact same product, the exact same name. Where'd you get those things, and why are you selling them? Why aren't you just handing them out to people? I don't know.
Go to the damn pharmacy and get them for free, and then stick a price
they
tag
should,
on them.
but the pharmacy sells them too. This is a capitalistic system we live in, baby. It's all about the money.
and the pharmacy probably received them free from the U.S. government, and they're turning around and put a price tag on it. Yep. And this is our corrupted capitalist society that we lives in.
I mean, I'm not against capitalism. I think
I'm not either.
No.
I'm not either.
But you know what? Have a freaking soul about it.
What I'm against is greed.
Yeah.
Greed.
And if you look at over the years, the disparity between what the CEO or what the boss of the company is earning, what he's taking home, and what the worker on the floor. We've gone through decades and decades of watching the upper class receive more, and the working class, if you take account of inflation, haven't had a raise in 40 years. They're still struggling. Still $7.25 or something an hour federal? Are you shitting me? Or did they raise it to 15 already? Did they raise it officially to? No, I don't think so. No. I think that's still being challenged. Are you shitting me? And you put that in perspective with companies recording record profits while we sit here and talk about the inflation.
No shit. Isn't that some bullshit?
It is some bullshit. Because it's the most unpatriotic fucking thing those companies can do. It is to record that kind of record. The oil companies should be ashamed. They should be shamed for what the fuck they're doing. Because that's who's actually stimulating most of this inflation, baby. It's the greed the oil companies. They've got profits, baby. Big ones.
They are not.
They ought to be paying you for the fact that they're using your identity and your information.
Well, what pisses me off is they're pumping oil and gas out of public lands. Public lands. That's our fucking land. As far as I'm concerned, that's our fucking oil and gas, and you should be paying us for that fucking shit.
Absolutely.
John, hold a minute, you guys, because see what you guys keep leaving out of the conversation is that we are paying them. They are using taxpayer money to be subsidized.
Yep.
We are paying them.
Damn it, Bernadette, it almost seems like it's a plan. It almost seemed like it was devised in a way that they could suck money out of the American people. I don't know. Anyway, it's something we need to work on. I can see what.
Deal with this.
Yeah.
I mean, how
that's why we need your voice, Farrell. That's why we need your voice. Because of shit like this, it needs to be talked about in the manner that you're talking about it now. You're pissed off. Fuck yeah, we ought to be pissed off. Hell, the price of gas isn't Biden's fault. It's Shell's fault. It's ExxonMobil's fault. That's who it is.
If they're not drilling on leases that they already fucking
They
have,
already have leases. They're not going to drill on. They're holding them back because they're loyal to their stockholders, not to this country. Oil is sold on the open market, baby. It's not American oil. That's Exxon oil.
Hey, here's what I've been looking at, guys, because I know that everybody cannot afford a electric car or something like that, but you might be able to afford an electric scooter to get around town, or an electric bicycle.
Look, Aaron T just put in the chat. That's what they do in Norway. I think everyone there gets a gas check. Aaron, you don't have to look that far. Look to Alaska. Citizens of Alaska get paid dividends from the oil and gas industry in Alaska every year. Yep. You know,
we should be getting a check. From
we should be getting a check. It's a scam. It's lawmakers.
On top of them being subsidized by taxpayer money, they also don't have to pay taxes on those profits.
On those profits, yeah.
Come on,
because
you guys.
the tax code is written for them.
Yes,
we have to get our shit together, and that's why, Farrell, your voice is needed,
we got to get our shit together and get more than 50 senators in the Senate. That's what we need to do. So we can effectively.
And they're on the line. Wisconsin, are you mean we can't beat Ron Johnson? That asshole. We should be able to whip him with like a stick. Anyway, I see we're going on time here, so we're going to call it to an evening. This a good show, by the way. Great conversation. I want to thank everybody participating tonight. Very spirited conversation, and we need more of it. Huh?
I'm going to let you guys know whenever I get ready to post this.
Let us know, baby. Let us know. And give it both barrels when you do, baby.
I will.
You know,
and if you guys have any ideas of good names that would, work with the algorithm and attract, people who aren't necessarily paying attention,
any suggestions for a title of a show? So she's asking the Blue Dot family if you have any ideas. Go. Where can they find you, Farrell, right now?
Well, I was just gonna say, write your idea down underneath the replay of this video.
There you go.
Either that, or Farrell is in.
Just write it on one of the videos in my channel, because otherwise I don't really have anything set up. So.
But you can also DM her over here in Discord. If you're on Discord, you can send her a message over here in Discord.
To send messages for some reason.
Why?
What?
I don't know. It just says you're not approved to send messages. So.
Well, you should tell somebody.
Well, I don't know who to tell.
Yeah, I don't know either, because I don't.
Well, you just did.
Yeah, you just did.
We'll have to take it. We'll have to take a look at.
You can do that, can't you, Bernadette? Don't ask me. I don't know shit. I know nothing.
If I talk to your son, I probably could.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get with him. I'll find out. Yeah, because everybody can post messages on the Discord.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So. And Farrell.
If I can do this, all you guys can do it. Because if we each take 10 people and can make a point in 10 people. Yeah. We can eventually get everybody to change their mind, right?
If we could get one person to change their mind, we're doing a good service. Okay? If we could get one person to go out and register to vote, we're doing a good service.
There you go, baby. There you go.
Girls, if you do not want to be turned into just incubators, you better get your ass out there and get registered to vote.
No shit. Give them hell, Farrell.
These men, I'm sorry, the majority of these men out here
hey.
absolutely love for you to be barefoot and pregnant and let them feel like they are the man.
I'm past that shit. I don't want them barefoot and pregnant. I want them smart.
Sorry. Love you guys. I think guys are wonderful, but, get your fucking knuckles up off the ground.
I love it. Good. Give it that attitude, baby. I love it.
Because it's your sisters and your mothers and your nieces and your daughters.
And they're all counting on us. Yes.
What they're going to do is they are going to hurt the little girl.
Keep your damn hands to yourself.
Hey, if you're not man enough to stand up for a woman, I don't consider you much of a man.
The bullshit that boy told her, I love you. If you loved me, you would let me. That little girl that doesn't understand that men will fucking lie their ass off to get into your pants, and she thinks, oh, he's gonna love me if I let him stick it in just a little bit.
You know, Farrell, you know what I've always said, and
tell her mama and daddy what happened.
I told my wife.
I had to bear that baby, and I'm so fucking mad about this. I can't even stand it. I'm spitting damn fire, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm just so angry.
Well, good. Let that
Farrell,
go.
we need your
Turn
voice
on
to
that
talk to
camera
those
and
girls
use that
about
voice.
it.
Use that anger and channel it to where it needs to be. Do your homework, do your research, get all your facts in your head, and then let it fly like buckshot, baby.
They act like they're the ones that care about little kids.
Oh, the Republicans? No, they care about a fetus, baby, not kids. Kids come into a different category and go fuck off.
10-year-old girl that got raped by her fucking uncle have to bear that motherfucker's
Yeah,
trial.
no, it shouldn't be that way at all. It shouldn't be that way at all, and that's why we need to use our voice. But yeah, I'm gonna have to run because I got.
Not a grown woman.
I'm
How
gonna.
dare you? How dare you in the face, standing there going, oh, I'm wrapped in the blood of Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Let that little girl have that baby.
Yeah, that's another discussion, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Sunday show.
Yeah, that's on Sunday's show. We'll talk that shit. Anyway,
Sorry,
Farrell,
I didn't mean to
I'm looking
blow
forward
a
to hearing
fork
you, and let us know how it goes. If you come up with a name and all that shit, yes, let us know, and we'll promote your ass, and we'll follow your ass. How's that? Because we want to promote that, and I want to promote everybody's voice out there.
It's a little scary. It's a little scary. I'm alone out here in a little town full of assholes.
Hey, puff up, baby. Dare them to say anything. They don't know who the hell
I'm
you
a
are.
Texan. I can handle it.
There you go, baby. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in and joining this conversation. Everybody in our Facebook family, our YouTube family, the conversation that goes on in the chat. It's hard to keep up with. I love it. All of y'all talking amongst yourself. That is what builds this family. That's what builds this whole damn thing up. And it's, we need more of it. We need to concentrate because shit's gonna get real here real quick, baby. So we need everybody's involvement. Anyway, Tony, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, brother. Thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate it. Keeping your head down low. Duck.
Hey, I know better than to interrupt a woman when she's.
Hey, when anybody's speaking with passion, yeah.
Yes. I listen. I learned that a long time ago. When you say, "Okay, yes, ma'am."
Yes, ma'am.
No problem.
Yes, ma'am.
I agree with everything
Yeah.
she said.
Are you
everything.
shitting me? My wife doesn't have to say a damn thing. All she can do all that shit with her eyes. And she'll get a yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm on it. Anyway, Tony, thank you so much for coming in, brother. We appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right, brother. And miss you, chick.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby, for coming in. We
Well,
appreciate
thanks for having me, and I'm looking forward to Farrell having her
Indeed.
YouTube thing there and firing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Farrell?
I need that.
Got going on,
Kick
baby.
it up a notch.
Well, thank you, Sherry, for coming in. We appreciate it tremendously. Did I get that right? Sherry, right?
Yep, you did.
See? I kept it in my head all the way through the show. I'm
can
getting
do it.
better at this shit, I'm telling you. Anyway, thank you, baby, for coming in. And Farrell, wow. Good for you. Take off, girl. Let us know and keep us informed. Farrell?
I think she will.
I think she will. I think she will. And Bernadette, dear Bernadette, thank you so much, baby, for coming in. I appreciate you
Not a
so much.
problem.
You know that.
And you know you have my heart.
Back at you, baby. Back
Hugs
at
to
you.
the family.
There you
and
go.
tell Travis to call me because I do have some questions about these things over here on the other, Discord.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did some things. We're all back
Yeah,
up.
he
The
did
rooms
do
are
some
back open. The
things.
chat rooms are back open.
Yep.
So, I guess on the 1st or something, we'll go back to the way it used
Things
to be.
are going to
or something.
change again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this room is going to
So,
stay the way it is. So
Yep.
we're trying to keep things moving in the right direction. Anyway.
All right. Well, it's always good for a change. Change is
bet.
always good, and keep it flowing. And
Keep it flowing,
that
moving in the
kind
right
of thing.
direction. Adapt, overcome,
Yep.
move forward. Anyway,
Yep.
thank you all for coming
All right.
in. And again, things are going to heat up, baby. You think the Republicans like getting subpoenas? You're going to hear a whole lot of screaming. So pay attention. It's going to be some entertainment coming, if nothing else. And let's hope the truth comes out in a little bit of it. Anyway, take care of yourself. Again, try to put a smile on your face tomorrow, buddy. It'll make your day go better, and it'll make somebody else's day better too. So always try to make the best of whatever you got. It's all you can do. Anyway, y'all say good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. We'll be back here again Sunday night for another Blue Dot family meeting. Y'all take care, and we'll see you later.